Mahjong is a tile-based game originating in 19th century China before spreading throughout the rest of the world. In fact, there's a good chance you've played a solitaire version of this game on your phone while waiting in line at the DMV for 7 hours because you decided to go on the same day as all the old folks that can't see, and here they are just standing. Anyway, the Tenpai Sangen archetype is based on Mahjong, and the naming schemes and effects are all derived from certain aspects of the game. The word Tenpai seems like as good a place to start as any. This is a term in Mahjong meaning one tile short of a winning hand. This ready hand can be achieved by either needing a single draw or discard to win a game, which is often the case in a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! The main deck monsters are based on the Sanyuenpai, the three fundamental tiles. These tiles are said to represent heaven, earth, and man. They are also said to represent the three core Confucian values: filial piety, an attitude of respect towards parents and ancestors; humanness, the identity an individual derives from their interactions with the community they are surrounded by; and ritual, in this case referring to paying close attention not only to what we do, but how we do it. This in order to seek self-improvement through following good rituals. Western styles of Mahjong refer to these as dragon tiles, hence the dragon typing. The names of the original three main deck monsters are all portmanteaus containing the word Dora, which are bonus tiles that add Han value, a point system based on certain patterns of tiles in a given hand, to a winning hand, and one of many Yaku, a certain hand in a game of Mahjong that award a correlating point value. These clever names are much more legible in their original OCG forms, but effort was put into maintaining them in the TCG as well. The original three Tenpai monsters are Paidra, Fadra, and Shundra. Paidra, the white tile dragon, is a combination of Bai and Dora. Bai is a name meaning white or pure, and symbolizes a miss in archery and freedom from corruption. Within the context of the game, this tile is blank and can be used to exchange for a previously discarded tile. Fadra, the green tile dragon, is a combination of Fa and Dora. Fa comes from Fa Kai, meaning strict it rich. This tile symbolizes an archer releasing their draw and sincerity. And Shundra is a sort of combination of Hongzhang and Dora, the former symbolizing a hit in archery and benevolence. Recently, an additional main deck monster has been revealed. Tenpai Dragon of Genroku has the effect to special summon itself as a tuner when added from deck to hand, and manipulate its level to easier facilitate synchro summoning. It can also tribute itself to cheat out any other Tenpai Dragon in your deck. The namesake of this card, Genroku, is a cheating technique in Mahjong wherein a player stacks the wall in such a way that they may more easily draw the tile they need to complete a Yaku. This concept is reflected excellently in the card effect. Sangen is related to Sangenpai, the Japanese reading of Sanyuenpai. The term itself refers to the three dragon tiles outlined in the main deck monsters. Sangen Kaimen is named for a term referring to drawing a number of cards equal to the result of a dice roll. The effect of this card seems to loosely encapsulate that concept by being able to search or summon one of the dragon tiles. Sangen summoning loses its pun in translation, but the OCG name for this card is written in a way that can reference a Mahjong parlor, or in other words, an LGS for those who prefer tiles over cardboard. This seems to be touched upon by having a cost of entry of one discard to receive a search in return. Sangen Kaio, the latest addition to the back row lineup, is named after Rinshin Kaio, a Yaku in the game that can only be achieved through drawing new tiles and never by discarding. This is demonstrated in the draw effect that the trap has. The synchro monsters are based on Shosengen and Chosengen. Both are terms referring to specific Yaku requiring copies of each of the dragon tiles in different multiples. Sangenpai Biden Dragon links to Shosengen. This hand requires triplets of 2 of the dragon tiles and only a pair of the third. Likewise, this monster has 2 heads, Shundra and Paidra. Sangenpai Transcendent Dragon links to Shusangen. This hand requires quadruple copies of all 3 dragon tiles. Likewise, this monster has 3 heads, Shundra, Paidra, and Fadra. And as a bonus, let's talk about Trident Dragon. It's not directly related to the archetype, but it is currently the only piece of the deck that will cost you a week's worth of food to procure. So that's worth noting, I guess thanks to Konami for actually giving us low rarity cards here. It also seems to be related to King Ghidorah, the archenemy of Godzilla, who itself is a modernized version of an 8-headed, 8-tailed dragon in Japanese mythology named Yamada no Orochi. Orochi would eventually be slain and body parts turned into the imperial regalia of Japan. This particular assassination was performed by luring the abomination into a trap with the promise of sake. There in wait sat the mighty Susanoo, who would proceed to decapitate the drunken serpent one head at a time, causing the rivers to run red with blood. So basically, this whole video was just to say, Boojin Best Deck confirmed. Thank you for listening to this one, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.